Hi. Hi. Merry Christmas. I decorated. I'm so skilled. My name is Sierra Altringer, and in the merry, holly, jolly season of Christmas, which I decorated for, take it in. I thought that I would just do a little tutorial, casual, you know, something you probably have seen a couple hundred times, but then I'll just show you how to do it anyways with the James Charles palette. Why can't I be serious? Yeah, with the James Charles palette. Yeah, it's pretty beaten up because I do use it. There's literally colors in different color. Whatever. I use it, you know. I thought that this would be a pretty darn good palette to be doing a tutorial with because a lot of people have it. It is very popular. Shut up. Anyways, if you wonder why my eyes are red, it's because it's 4 a.m. or it's 5. I don't really know, but it's like one of those. So let's just get started. All right, so I'm gonna zoom you in real quick. This is the farthest that it goes. Okay, I've got you zoomed in to the closest I could possibly go. I know you wanted to get so much closer. Should I be joking around this much? Do you think I'm funny? And if I go cross-eyed, guess what? It's 4 a.m. and my eyes go cross-eyed. Anyways, so I just wanted to let you guys know so you guys don't panic. We don't want anybody panicking on Christmas. All right. So yeah. All right. So the first step is in the James Charlotte palette. I am gonna go in with. No, I don't really know the shades. I don't know the shades, boo. Feel like a brand new person. I'm gonna go with this medium orange color and the pink one, and that is gonna give me a really nice like neon hot pink, and I'm gonna like pack it in. What we're gonna be going for is the pink is gonna go all the way, and so I'm just gonna pack it accordingly. And I'm just using tapping motions for now. Slowly bringing it across to the eye. I'm not gonna go too far or too high, just because you want to be able to have room to blend that later. And you know what? Worst comes to worst, if I mess up, I can just do a little jump cut. You'll never know. The only thing a little scary about using two shades, like personally for me, like I don't tap proportionately every time. We might end up with some wonky eyeshadows, you know, who cares? The goal is to just have fun. And it kind of honestly looks a lot funner the way it is right now. Let's do the other eye real quick and see how that goes. What I think I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna bring more of that pinky shade on the outer corner to have a little bit of definition, and then the more orange in the second mixture. Just bringing it in, not too high, keeping everything at eye level, and just changing the position of your brush. It's kind of just little stability thing. And I'm not a, you know, beauty guru or anything. I don't know what I'm doing, but if I can just help someone, then that's fine by me. Just using a little bit of sweeping motions. I'm cheating. It does get a little bit easier with sweeping motions, but blending it right here, like that light peachy shade that I've created. Oh, I am going cross-eyed. You know what? Merry Christmas. This is my present to you. Going cross-eyed, yep. Next, I'm just gonna buff out these edges a little bit, just to see what it would look like for that. Using light circular motions, barely any pressure. You can also use windshield wipers, whichever works for you. Buffing this one out as well. Windshield wipers and circular motions. Then following the brow bone for me. Otherwise, you'd probably be following like the crease or something, but I'm a different love. Fan it out just a little bit on each side. Ooh, it's kind of looking good. You know what? Don't mean to toot my own little horn. Now I think that because we have a decent looking, disproportionate, but decent. So now that we have a decent blend and shading going on, I think it's a good time to cut the crease. I'm gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape. You can use any concealer or that you choose. Also, something about creases that I feel like is worth mentioning is that you kind of want to try to measure it on your eye. You see how the shadows naturally also kind of just lighten up like around here, and that's about also where the end of my eye kind of ends. So in my eyeshadow, it kind of already outlines the crease shape for me that I'm gonna be doing. Like, you can do honestly however you want, whether you want it to go over your natural crease or just your natural crease for like that Megan Thee Stallion look, I think might be how she do. I'm not sure. I kind of learned that one. I wing it, to be honest. I just put it there and I try not to go overboard. A little common trick is to, of course, go on the bottom line and then to daringly look up, okay? Why is it that high? Oh my god. Okay, whatever. I ran out of storage space, but we're back. I'm just gonna put the crease a little bit lower, like about the same size as my crease, because I kind of like that small look right in my like natural crease. Yeah, and you see how that kind of just like naturally does a little bit, but not that high like that other one did. That's what I like. I'm just gonna follow my natural crease so that it ends up being, when you look at the eye, it kind of just goes up. Go into the shade called, there we go. I'm just gonna use my fingers actually because that seems to work a lot better. There we go. We got some like gold. Exactly like how we wanted. I'm just gonna take like the more pink shade and then I'm gonna deepen this corner and blend it into here. And so I'm just gonna basically be doing this. Wow, that's way more pink than all the other ones. Oh shoot. I'm gonna make that line go out further by bringing the pink one in at an angle. I'm just gonna blend it. Wow, really doing the trick part of it. We're just gonna make that V a little bit more accentuated. Cute. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the other eye and I'll be right back. As you can see, I blended it on the camera. It looks like there's a lot more pink and I could definitely blend that more, but I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll leave that for the finishing touches. I'm gonna put a thin green line with that light green shade in the James Charles palette. And we're gonna take it all the way down and throughout here. Sorry if you can't take me seriously with this eye going on. And this might just be where it actually starts to feel Christmassy or watermelon sugar high. I don't know. You decide. This is a very, very tiny brush. I accidentally made it go over there. Whatever. I'm just trying to make it super pigmented. Just a little bit more zoomed up for you. This actually looks pretty decent, you know? Regular. What I like to do with my highlight is I kind of like to go ham, to be honest, on the eyes. Finishing touches. Because I've already put highlighter on the nose and everything. I did go really far with the highlighter. You know what? I'll admit it. I ain't that shameful about it though. I like highlighter. Whatever. It is what it is. A little bit on the chin. Here. This brush is a really good cheek hugger. Is the nose a little bit too, you know what? Yeah, it is, whatever. I think that's pretty good. Let me do lips and lashes. But this is the finished product. I'm pretty happy with it. Not to flex or anything, but because I have like actually long eyelashes, I don't necessarily need to wear lashes to be like content. Like you can see them. I also accidentally made them look like spiders, so maybe I could add more green, but honestly it's okay the way it is. So, and I think you get the gist of this. Anyways, have a Merry Christmas, stay safe, and yeah. Okay, watch this. Scary, not scary. Scary, not scary. Whatever. You wanna be cool. You're gonna have a nice little Christmas thing that you've seen over and over again, but I'm about to do it for you. Okay, alright. Oh, fashion, why do I look like that? Hey, look at my brows. I did them myself. I literally plucked them all out. Did them. Anyway, shut up. Wow, can y'all believe it's Christmas so soon? What am I doing with my life?